EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the Queen City of Cincinnati and Paul Brown Stadium right on the banks of the Ohio River. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Cincinnati Bengals. Fielded just outside the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
10 at their own 21-yard line.
First carry here for Joe Mixon. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. Off the option, he'll try and run with it. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now they run with Mixon. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 24-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Robinson with a first down carry. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And Jones has it over the middle. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
That's complete, right around the 8. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they prove their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
Throwing on first down. Walton. And that's going to be incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. He'll have a first down and more past the 20. And he'll take this all the way up to the 38-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones.
All right, I've got to be careful here. All right, he's on the plus side of 30. There may be a little gray in the beard, but that's not slowing down his speed as far as he's concerned.
What are you saying? I'm on the plus side of 30.
Well, if you're on the plus side of 30, you don't know what I'm on the plus side of. All I know is that run right there let us know there's still some life in those legs.
Absolutely. Still got a lot of life left in those legs. On first down, Walton. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Looking to throw on second down. Walton. They find some open field here. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. He's had it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
First down, San Francisco.
On 1st and 10, Walton. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36.
The first down pass. Intercepted.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. 65. 65.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
57 Mike. Mike 57. Quit talking about it and bring it.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
At the 44-yard line.
On 1st down, Mixon. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Fighting through, and he's got space.
Can't beat
And
that,
all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, touchdown number 15 of the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Now this will make it into the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. 30. Still going. And he will score.
Touchdown, San Francisco.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach, his head coach, to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, and if you do, you're taking on some responsibility, but he was happy to do so there.
Mitch Wishnowski to kick off for San Francisco.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
But from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
That's one thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes. You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. He'll field this at the 5. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, 87 yards. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no call.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
And a 49er first down.
Back to throw. Walton. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Brandon Ayuk with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the 49ers add on to their lead. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Right there.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be second down.
Yards on the pickup brings up second and 2.
Looking downfield for Jones.
43-yard line.
That's going to be caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A big play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals have got it back to a one-score game. Sanders on for the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Makes the score Niners 21, Bengals 14.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offensive coordinator's a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. Throwing on first down. Walton. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
To throw again. Walton. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
To George Kittle.
Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
First down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Back to the air on second down. Walton, and right back to Kittle. This time he's got it. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. And he's got it up and through.
Makes the score Niners 28, Bengals 14.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Looking deep for Adams. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Akello Witherspoon, really good coverage from the Colorado man, getting a hand in on it.
Witherspoon on the coverage.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. As he throws there, incomplete.
Intended for Zay Jones, incomplete. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Touchdown, defense. Mike's by 4, Mike's by 4, Mike's by 4.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. It's caught. Jones. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Bengals. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll throw now on the final play. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Their own 17-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. He's at the 30, 10, Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, 83 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
On first down, Walton. That's going to be caught by Samuel. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down, 49ers.
58,
Looking to throw. Walton under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It's the former Michigan man, Chase Winovich, who gets in there to bring him down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. To throw on second down, Walton. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Intercepted. The Bengals take over first and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll air this one out for Boyd. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And look at this. For the 2nd straight play, the 49er defense drops him for a loss. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
His own 49.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. A slant to Jones. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. They'll set up a throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 38, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Able to get away. And is here as he's taken down. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
2nd and 2 at the Bengals' 41-yard line.
From the gun, Walton. Looking for Ayuk, and he's got him. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a 1st down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again, and he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. From 6 yards away. And the 49ers add on to their lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be